Hello, 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 community. Welcome to the new episode, the third week of Hot Tips Bet. My name is T-Boy, as usual, and I'm with my Big Daddy. Hello, Big Daddy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here to make some more bets this weekend. Let's hope our tips will be good ones. Yeah.
Okay. Our last week was quite interesting.
It was. I can see that based on your tips, it was only one that did not come in. It was a nice
yeah,
one, nice one, nice one.
the,
And the Akars all came in before games with low odds. But presently now, at least we're getting somewhere. We're knowing these teams. We're getting somewhere. So hopefully, by the time we're in the fourth, fifth weeks, we'll start winning it big.
exactly. So there are some interesting interesting things I noticed last week from Spanish League. There are no goals in Spanish League this season, I guess. The first two, the first
No,
two.
actually, do you know that even from the first game of the season, you have about six draws in the Spanish league, and there have not been any too much goal galore. It's always less than 2.5 goals so far. Majority of the teams going less than 2.5 goals. And I always say that it's the beginning of the season. Everybody is back fresh, energy, even with the lesser team, where you have to show them skills, they will show you physicality. The energy is there to mark. And so by the time we start getting closer, when there is no room for rotation from each team, like these bigger teams have more players that they can rotate from, then the difference will be much clearer. But as for now, it's challenging.
I think my bet for mostly Spanish league now is either I don't bet because it's like I'm not sure what's going on there, or I'll just go for the goals market, like less than 2.5 or less than 3.5.
Less than 2.5 goals.
Exactly.
If the money is right, go for less than 2. If there is value in it, less than 2.5.
Okay. So this third week, so what tips do you have for us, Big Daddy?
Yes, so let's get right on down to it. My first game for this weekend will be Arsenal Brighton. I went with Arsenal Brighton again. Here it's a bit tricky. The outright win for Arsenal is just 1.36, which is not that big. I don't like anything with low odds. I like it. I like to beep it up a little. And Arsenal defense has been solid so far. So I'm not putting anybody off from Arsenal to win 2-0 because their defense has been quite good. And but I prefer to go because usually, you remember if I was telling you last week with Brighton, they have a way of scoring. They just all their games. They may not win it, but they just have a way of niching that little, putting that goal in there. So I went with Arsenal to win with less than 4.5 goals, which is at 1.75.
That's a good out. Okay,
Yes, if you're feeling more bold, you could go with. I just try to be on the safe side, you know. If you're feeling more bold, you can still go with Arsenal to win like the less than 3.5 goal, which is 2.35.
That
So you're
makes
not
sense.
expecting up to 4 goals in the game in the match, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not playing that game because I'm a bit scared of Brighton. Brighton is a team that if they show up, if they can win anybody on their good day. They play good
Yeah,
football. So that's I just left the game and I was like, okay, Arsenal is at home. They should win. But I was like, Brighton, on the other hand, if they should show up, they can just show up. That's just it. So my
yeah,
game, I went to German League, Union Berlin and St. Pauli. So I chose Union Berlin to win outright, and that's 2.0. Today I'm a bit like, okay, I'm feeling lucky this weekend. So I think that's for tomorrow's game. Union Berlin with St. Pauli at 2.0. They are playing very good. I saw their last game. They drew their last game and they played really good. So I think they should be able to win St. Pauli, and they've met before almost 5 or 6 times, and they've won 5 times, and St. Pauli just just once. So with history, their form and everything, I think Union Berlin should win the game outright, 2.0. And if you want to be,
I looked at that game as well. Last season, I was not impressed with Union Berlin. This season, although they started their first game, I think they had a draw.
no, yeah.
And I think being that they are home, there's a chances that actually they are going to win the game. Being that they are home. Yeah.
And if someone is scared, we can play it safe, like Union Berlin to win or draw. I think that's 1.4 or 1.3 something. So that's also just for people that wants to play it safe. But I'm playing it outright that Union Berlin should win. And they should be able to win maybe 1-0 or 2-0. I think that's my game.
That's good. That's good. So for my second game, I went with Leicester City with Aston Villa, and I'm not sure. I looked at that game. I think still the Leicester team still looks like the championship team. They don't have much. What do you call it? I don't see Premiership players there. They are still like a championship team, nothing much to show. I think they will still, if you are not lucky, they will still be struggling for the relegation this season. With Aston Villa, you know that Aston Villa have a good coach, as well as the players are well tuned. These are players planning to that are representing. They are playing they will be playing in Europe. So with the experience, I feel Aston Villa will just nick it. I don't want to complicate it because I see that there is value in just the outright win for Aston Villa. So I went with outright win at 1.80 for Aston Villa to win. Yeah.
That's a good one. So my next game is I went to Turkey. Mourinho, Jose Mourinho, Fenerbahce at home. So I know because I know that Mourinho likes to win at home. That's like his fortress. So I think that would be one of my banker this weekend. And they are playing Alanyaspor. Fenerbahce, Alanyaspor. Fenerbahce should win the game. Dzeko is playing very good. Is deserving. And last weekend, last weekend they had Fred that scored hat-trick. So and they were away and they won comfortably. So I think Fenerbahce should do the justice at home also to win the game outright, and it's 1.3. So if you want to make money, you can say that Fenerbahce to win above 1 goal or Fenerbahce to win with an handicap. So, but I'm playing it outright, 1.3. So I just want to be safe. You know, Mourinho's game, it can be just 1-0, 1-0, and just go back and just defend 1-0. But that's why I just left it for 1-0.
Oh, that was good. Well, so for my third game, I went with Man City. That is West Ham Man City, and of course, you know, Man City are just on a different level. So with I think they will just be too strong for West Ham. And even though West Ham still have a couple of good players there, I watched their game and they are not bad at all. But I feel that Man City will just edge it through. The question is, how many can Man City score? Always the question, you know, or will they just score? There is going to be international break, so basically, so maybe they will not just score one and try to control the game or so. So that is where the challenge is, because the outright win for Man City is not much. So I decided to go with Man City and with minus 4.5 goals. Man City to win with less than 4.5 goals, which comes in at 1.90.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hopefully, Haaland won't score hat-trick.
Yeah, that is an option for those that like the Haaland market to actually go for Haaland maybe to score and Man City win the match. So Haaland to score and Man City win. So that is probably a good value as well. Yeah.
I also went to my only Premier League game this weekend is Chelsea Crystal Palace, and I think Chelsea should be able to win Crystal Palace. Although Chelsea is playing this during like today for the what's called during the week, so it might they might be tired, but they have 42 players, so that should
they have. I was listening to the news today. They bought another goalkeeper.
Yeah, they have 42 players, so that shouldn't be an excuse. So they should be able to beat Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. I was having like two thoughts. I was like more than 2 goals because the last game they played against Wolverhampton. The defense, Chelsea's defense is not that solid. Also, they are letting goals in. So I'm just like maybe I should go more than 2 goals or Chelsea to win. I'll say okay. I think Chelsea should win the game. Cole Palmer is there and Madueke, and they have some good forward players. So I think they should be able to win the game. And I like how they are moving with the balls this season. They are like going straight like to the goal post. So the game is much, much interesting with Chelsea. If they can replicate what they did against Wolverhampton, I think they should be able to win the game against Crystal Palace.
I'm also on this game, Chelsea Palace, and the outright win for Chelsea is 1.62. And if you're bold enough that you think Chelsea will win the game, you just 1.62. Actually, this game is a little bit trickish for me because from last season, we all know Chelsea is back. Chelsea is back. Then the next game, we go back to square one. So hopefully this season, they'll be able to keep up the momentum this season. And then hopefully they will continue from where they stopped against Wolves. So I went with Chelsea to win, to score and score 2 to 4 goals in the match, which is at 4-5.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, okay. Chelsea to win, then to score at least they will score more than 4 goals. I don't see Chelsea scoring 6 goals. So, I think they should be able to score more than 1 goal if they want to win at Palace. So 2 to 4.
Yeah, goals. I think that's a good because I can see Crystal Palace to score, but the game will finish around 3-1, 4-1, 3-2 because the game I think there will be goals in the game. So I think Chelsea should be able to win.
Crystal Palace don't have much going forward. The combination, maybe the part of the new play, they didn't have the replacement after selling Olise and a couple of players that left. Palace have not actually reinforced. It's only Eze that is there. Technically, defense-wise, midfield-wise, they are average, but the point still remains that there is nothing, they don't have anything going forward. So I watched their game and I'm not sure where the goals will come from. So I'm banking on that they will be more defensive, more solid, and for that bet to actually come in. Because they know from what they watched last weekend against Wolves, they know they have to be more careful with the Chelsea's attack. For someone that actually wants to play it safe, for Chelsea to win this game, if Chelsea is going to, at least they will score 2 goals. So definitely, yeah, they will score 2 goals. So it's good to go for Chelsea to win with at least over 1.5 goals. That is 2 goals. So they have is at least 1.53.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. My next game, I went to Serie A, Italy. That's Juventus Roma, more than 1 goal. That I think there will be more than a goal in the match. Juventus, they are playing really good. Although I noticed that Roma's defense is quite okay this season, but I still believe that there should be at least 2 goals in that match. And it's 1.33. Juventus is playing well.
I had a look at that game as well, but I thought of Juventus. Yes, they've won the first 2 games. They're playing well. The team look, the material is already well tuned, but at the same time, Roma is where my problem is with Roma. We now that Dybala is not going, he decided to stay, and I don't even know what kind of Roma to expect. And as such, I decided to leave that game alone. So I went to it in Atlanta and Inter Milan.
Oh.
These are 2 attacking teams, which I believe both teams are good going forward. Lot of goals. These are the 2 teams I can expect goals from them. So I'm looking for at least expecting them to score up to 3 goals between them. So I went with over 2.5 goals. Atlanta Roma at 1.75.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So my next game is I went to Belgium, Gent and Antwerp. That's more than 1 goal. So with that, I think that's just like my normal game, just to add some odds to my to my money. Yeah, just I know they do score very well in Belgium league. So Gent will surely score like 2 goals, like 2-1, 3-2. So that's, and the odds is not that much, it's 1.22, but I just had to just chip it in just to add it to my game. So, and also Anderlecht. So Anderlecht and Ghent both to score more than 1 goal in both games, and that's both games is 1.22. So I think you go to Belgium, you add some odds to your game, 1.22, more than 1 goals, and you are good. So those 2 games, you should expect more than 1 goal in both games.
Okay. I'm also I'm now in the German league.
Okay.
I have the game from Bayern Leverkusen and Leipzig, and I want to keep to the winning trend. Not to make any more too much adjustment to it. And these 2 teams like scoring, like going forward. So sometimes it's quite difficult to, I'm not sure how much Leipzig can contribute to it, scoring, but I also think they're a good side going forward. But their first game, I noticed that they only could score only 1 goal. So I think maybe they are goal shy. But I know these are teams between German teams, usually 2 good teams going forward. So, but I decided to stick with Bayern Leverkusen because they are home and winning their first game, defending champion. So I just took Bayern Leverkusen outright win, 1.88.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And also, I went to Polish League, Legia Warszawa. I have to do that. I think Legia is much stronger than Moto Lublin, and they are playing in in Warsaw, in Warszawa. So I think Legia should win the game comfortably at 1.47. They have the players, although they are playing also doing this week. I think yesterday or today they are going to play, but that shouldn't stop them from beating or winning comfortably Moto Lublin. So, and the odds is quite okay, 1.47. So Legia should be able to win comfortably at home in Warsaw.
Nice one. I like that as well. I like that. Then I'm still on German league. I like the game between Frankfurt and Hoffenheim. Here, both teams are very good attacking, and I'll try to win. I'm not too comfortable because these 2 teams are actually not bad, and being that is a German league, anything and beginning of the season, anything can still happen. So I prefer to go for goals also here, and I went to over 2.5 goals, and
Okay.
which is 1.91.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
No. And my last game for this weekend is that's Switzerland. I went to Young Boys Lausanne Sport. I chose Young Boys to win. The game is a bit tricky, but it's in a new season, and I think everyone is trying to gather momentum. And Young Boys, they are playing quite well. I saw their game within during this week, the midweek, and they played quite okay. And I think they should be able to win the game comfortably also. So Young Boys should just give me the money. Yeah, no, I don't want. It's
But
this.
the same
Just
scenarios like last weekend to happen.
I don't want any scenario. They should give me the money. But this is the only game. Like it's beginning of the season. Like you just have this feeling that okay, Young Boys should win. It's not that they've not. There's not much games to use to predict the game or everything. But you see their game, you feel that they are playing quite well, and they should be able to win the game. So
Yeah,
that's why I chose that Young Boys. So
that's
I
correct.
just
Because
hope it was.
they actually have been in Europe most of the time. So they always have good teams, season in, season out. They always have good teams. So at
And
least
they are at home also again. So that's why I was like, okay, if they are at home, and they need momentum to get to the top of the table. So first two games, out of the 5 games they've played, they have only 2 points. So they are starting very, very low this season. 5 games, just 2 points, which is a bit like it's not like Young Boys. Yeah. So I think that they are at home, they need to get the momentum back. So I think they should be able to win the game comfortably.
well, my last game is Manchester United Liverpool.
I was like waiting. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
I was actually thinking, should I go for this game because these two teams sometimes they are unpredictable. With all the firepowers, the team, the good players Liverpool have sometimes, they cannot make. Well, they are favored to win the game, but you can never say when it comes to Liverpool. And Man U as well, being playing at home, I think Man U, for me, I look at them as a team that something is happening in Manchester. You know, I feel something is happening, and I look at them. If the coach could make some changes with the players they have now, they should as well be competing. At least they should be aiming for that first four position, first four. So for this game, because I know sometimes Liverpool don't have, I think they don't have good, from history, they don't have good, when they go away to Manchester United, they always don't have good record. That's something, I don't know, something the Red Devils,
Boogeyman there.
yeah. So, and because of that, I didn't go for outright win on both teams because I'm not too comfortable with either one of them. I just on goals as well. So I just went for straight less than 3.5 goals. So I don't care who wins, who lose. They should score up to 4 goals. And that comes up at 1.75.
Oh, that's a good one. I wanted to choose that game, but if I wanted to choose the game, I would choose Liverpool to win outright. But why I did not choose the game is because I noticed that Man U usually turn up when it comes to big team. That is the main reason why I stopped. I just said that okay, Man U will just counter attack. They will sit down, get the pressure, then
That's
counter attack, and just run the flanks and try one or two things and score the goal. So that's the main reason that I just said, okay, let me just leave the game just there. But if I wanted to choose the game, I already chose the game that Liverpool to win. Because Liverpool, I like how Liverpool are playing this season. The first 2 games, they've been superb, except the first half against the first game they played again. Who they played against? I forgot the name of the team they played against. Just the first game, the first half that I wasn't impressed. But after that, they've been playing really good football. So I was like, Liverpool should win the game without any problem if we are looking at performance. But with Ten Hag and how Man U are set up to play the game, they like counter. So I was like, okay, let me just leave the game. I don't want any.
I'm not expecting the game. I think that the game could be a low scoring game because Man U at home, they won't want to be beaten by Liverpool, and Liverpool defense is quite good. It doesn't matter who is in the back four. They have a good defense, good midfield, solid team, and good going forward. So Man U will be more slightly defensive, hoping to catch them on the breaks. So let's see how it goes. And so that's why I decided to set it for less than 3.5 goals.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But everybody knows. Even Ten Hag knows that what he will do is just to counter Liverpool. Everybody knows the tactics that Ten Hag is coming. He's not going to play Liverpool toe-to-toe. No, they are just going to play. Okay, let's sit down and just try to catch them on the break. So that's just how they will play the game. So that's why I just left the game. But it will be a tight game. So I didn't want to choose Liverpool. But if I had to choose the game, I'll choose Liverpool. But I just left it. So what's your ACA to this weekend? So that's where you make your money.
My ACA this weekend, I am sticking to the same winning team that has brought me good fortune for the past 2 weeks. So Arsenal to win, to beat Brighton, which is a less than to score, less than 4.5 goals to win, Arsenal to win, and scored less than 4.5 goals. So that comes in at 1.75. West Ham Man City, City to win, and scored the less than City to win 4.5 goals, less than 4.5 goals on the, yeah. And then Bayern Leverkusen as well, money line 188.
That's good. That's definitely good. So my ACA this weekend is Fenerbahce because of Mourinho playing at home. Oh, he has a very good record playing at home. So that's like my banker. That's 1.3. Then I went to Legia to win Moto Lublin at 1.47. Then my last game, it's a bit tricky. But I just believe that it should come in. It's Union Berlin because of the odd, and St. Pauli 2.00. So I think all my ACA should be almost 6 or 7 points. So 7 odds. So you should be able to make money from that. So those are my ACA for this weekend.
That's good. That's good. So let's see how the weekend goes, and please shop around. To look at the odds in your own locality, wherever you are, and ensure that you have a good value for your money. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And we'll appreciate if you can comment down your odds so that we can all win games together. Subscribe, like the video, and happy weekend and happy making money this weekend. Have a nice day.
We meet after the international break.
Bye.
Yeah.